Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself. Look at the king. Bernardo, he. Look most carefully upon your hour. It is no struck 12. Get to the bed, Francisco. But it's relief much thanks. It's bitter cold and I am sick at heart. If you had quiet guard, not a mouse stirring. Well, if you to meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them make haste. I think I hear them. Stand! Oh, who's there? Friends to this ground, and liegemen to the Dane. Give a good night. Oh, farewell, honest soldier. Who hath relieved you? Bernardo hath my place. Give a good night. Voila, Bernardo? Say, what? Is Horatio there? A piece of him. Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus. What, has this thing appeared again tonight? I have seen nothing. Horatio says 'tis but a fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night. But if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it. Tush, tush, 'twill not appear. Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified against our story what we 2 nights have seen. Well, sit we down, and let us hear Bernardo speak of this. Last night of all, when yon same star that's westward from the pole had made his course to illume that part of heaven where now it burns, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating once, peace, break thee off. But when it comes again, in the same figure like the king that's dead, thou art the scholar, speak to it, Horatio. Was it not like the king? Mark, Horatio, most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder. What we spoke to, question it, Horatio. What art thou, that usurps this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form in which the majesty of very Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven I charge thee, speak! It is offended. See, it stalks away. Stay! Speak! Speak! I charge thee, speak! It is gone, and will not answer. How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy? What think you want? Before my God, I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true vouch of mine own eyes. Is it not like me? Is it not like the king, as thou art to thyself? Such was the very armour he had on, when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once, when in an angry parle he smote the steeled poleaxe on the ice. Oh, 'tis strange. Thus, twice before, and just at this jump at this dead hour, with martial stalk hath he gone by our watch. In what particular thought to work I know not, but in the gross and scope of my opinion, this boded some strange eruption to our state. But now, sit down, and tell me, he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land? Why such daily cast of brazen cannon, and foreign mart for implements of war? Why such impressive shipwrights, whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What might be toward that this sweaty haste doth make the night joint labour with the day? Who is it that can inform me? How can I? At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, thereto put on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of our known will esteem him, did slay this Fortinbras, who, by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit with his life all those his lands which he should seize them, to the conqueror, against the which a moiety confident was gauged by our king, which had returned an inheritance of Fortinbras had he been vanquisher, as by the same covenant carriage of the article design his fell to Hamlet. Now, sir, young Fortinbras, of unimproved metal, hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there shocked up a list of lawless resolutes for food and diet to some enterprise that was stomach in it, which is no other, and it doth well appear unto our state, but to recover us by strong hand and terms compulsatory those foresaid lands so by his father lost. And this, I take it, is the main motive of our preparation. The chief head of this post, this, I take it, is the main motive of our preparations, the source of this our watch, and the chief head of this post haste and rummage in the land. I think it be no other but e'en so. Well may it sort that this portentous figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king that was and is the question of these wars. A motive is to trouble the mind's eye. In the most high and palmy state of Rome, a little ere the mightiest Julius fell, the graves stood tenantless, and the sheeted dead did squeak and gibber in the Roman streets. as stars or trains of fire and dews of blood, disasters in the sun. And the moist star upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse. And even the light precursor feared events, as harbingers preceding still to fates, and prologue to the omen coming on, have heaven and earth together demonstrated unto our climatures and countrymen. Behold, lo, when it comes again, or cross it though it blast me. Stay, illusion. If thou hast any sound or use or voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's sake, which happily for knowing may avoid, oh, speak of it. Or if thou hast abhorred in thy life, exalted treasure in the room of earth, for which they say you spirits oft walk in death, speak of it. Stay and speak. Stop it, Marcellus. Shall I strike it with my partisan? Do if it will not stand. 'Tis here. 'Tis here. 'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical, to offer it the show of violence, for it is as the air invulnerable in our vain blows and malicious mockery. It was about to speak when the cock crew, and then it started like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. I have heard the cock that is the trumpet of the morn doth with his lofty and shrill sounding throat awake the god of day, and at his warning, whether in sea or fire, in earth or air, the extravagant and erring spirit hies to his confines. And of the truth herein, this present object made probation. It faded on the cry of the cock. Some say that ever against that season comes, wherein our Saviour's birth is celebrated, the bird of dawning singeth all night long. And then they say no spirit dares stir abroad. The nights are wholesome. Then no planet strike, no fairy takes, no witch hath power to charm. So hallowed and so gracious is the time. So have I heard, and do in part believe it. But look, the morn in russet mantle clad walks o'er the dew of yon high eastern hill. Break we our watch up, and by my advice let us apart what we have seen tonight of the young Hamlet. But upon my life, this spirit come to us, we'll speak to him. Do you consent we should acquaint him with it as needful in our loves, fitting our duties? Let's do it, I pray. And I this morning know where we shall find it most convenient.